is good, yo. So we get some dungeon hunting, guys, and once we're in there, we learn some interesting stuff about the enemies and just how corporate slaves suck. um, I thought it would be very appropriate if I use someone that really likes to use others to their advantages, kind of like the boss did in the boss room. I just gotta figure out, okay, it's not three, it's two. But yeah, we get to see not only one thing of the boss inside the room, but we also get to see just what the heck is the father's plan and why he left in the way he did. Not only why he left, but more or less what is going to come from him leaving this way, and maybe what's going to help our team, our company, be a lot better at the end of the day. Because here's the thing. If they just wound up being like, okay, well, your father's in the big gate, and they're like, okay, we got all these awesome weapons, let's just go in the big gate, and then the show continued from there, it wouldn't be as good. It would not be as good of a show as it already is right now, in my opinion, just because there's a whole potential of just allowing it to build up so much faster, so much quicker, thanks to everything they're putting forward, to make us understand. Not only does it take, much more powerful weapons to be stronger, but you're also going to need something along the lines of, a ridiculous amount of money, a ridiculous amount of influence, because not only is the person not going to these 12 people of the organization that watch over the gate, they're not going to let you in, but they're also not going to care why you want to go in. It seems like even though there's something crazy going on, why not just have companies that want to go in there to help go? Like, why would they need to have permission and all this other stuff? And what it reminded me of, more or less, is if you've seen Hunter x Hunter or more or less Reddit, there's a place where if you want to go to it, you cannot go unless you have a ridiculous amount of like paperwork and different stuff done, or if you're just, from an organization and you guys get this, green flag to go and do it. But I got a really good vibes of just how dangerous and crazy the big gate can be. But it also just goes to show you where you're like, oh, well, is it really that crazy and dangerous? The father left his inherent, he left a whole bunch of weapons and broken stuff inside of this place to buy. So it can't be that dangerous if he didn't have to leave and take all that stuff with him. Or the father is just that much more powerful than we know, and he's capable of handling himself in a situation like that without even really needing all those other types of weapons that he had. And it also draws to the point of, since he was the president of this company, does that also mean that he had no one else to take in there, Like, how did he go in there by himself literally and wind up handling this whole situation by himself, which would be crazy. So we'll see how that all winds up and just where they're going to lead that narrative, because now I honestly can't picture him as a weakling if he's capable of still going in there. Not only going in there, but he didn't get stopped from going in there. What did he do, or what did he have to get the permission to be able to go in there, right? Like, how was that green flagged if our characters can't even go in there now with the way they are, or with what they know? What will it take, or what did it take to get into the big gate? Um, that being said, the dungeon was pretty hilarious. We also learned that even though they made all of this money, it does not matter at all because of how ridiculously hard it's going to be to get these 12 people to kind of come and give them the answer that they want. So they gotta hope that that works. Then after trying to get the answer, they gotta then hope that when they get it, they go in there prepared and they don't just get in the way of their father, right? Like, what if they go in there and all they do is really end up not helping, but putting him in more danger than he already is? So I think this is a good way for them to just say, oh, you need 5 times the money that you just had, and if you don't have it, you can't go in. Because think about how hard this was that they just did to get the inheritance, right? Now imagine what they got to do to make 5 times that money again to get into this next big gate. It feels like a good way to stop the character's progress, to give us more of an understanding of just what's going to pop off at the end of the day. And I thought that was pretty clever, in my opinion. So, like I was saying, there's so many different things that could pop off with one knowing the father is capable of going into this big gate almost by himself from how he, like portrayed it. I don't think he is in there by himself, but he left his company and all the people he had that, would do anything for him at a drop of a dime, supposedly, to go into this place. So who did he have? Who went in there with him? That's probably what we'll learn. And with everything going on, I definitely want to see more of just what our group can learn from, more situations, growing with each other, being better comrades, and stuff like that. Because as of now, it just feels like they all do their own thing, and once they're doing their own thing, they can kind of get caught up, like we saw the two girls get caught up in the corporal slave thing. Like, they were doing fine by themselves and they're heavy hitters, but after a while, with them just getting hit one time, all of a sudden they lost that overall benefit of having their two strongest people being able to just cut loose. So I'm really interested in just how they're going to continue to play that stuff out, because as of now, I'm definitely sure everybody has a good feeling of where the story could go. I just don't think everybody knows how it's going to go, and that's what I'm looking forward to, is how are they going to make all this stuff fit, and once it does go, what will be the end all be all. So with all that being said, everybody, I hope you're having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely talk to you sooner than later, because with all the stuff going on, at least some of the animes are still dropping, and I can still talk to you guys about them. But if some shows don't end up dropping, I will still try to figure out something, some way to give you guys some content for the channel, like I've been doing. Because it's pretty easy to stay on daily, because there's a lot of older shows that I watch that you guys don't watch. Plus, uh, Inuyasha is showing up, like everything seems to be working in my favor when it comes down to the stuff that I am truly passionate about. And even if it didn't, I would try to find a way to make it work. So, all that being said, I hope you're looking forward to seeing my channel grow, and I hope to see all of you guys there while it's growing. So, with that being said, let me know what you guys enjoyed about this episode, and I will talk to you in the next one. So, with that, my anime people, take care and peace.